Hey, we are in Ameristar in St. Louis. We were just here. I mean this one. We were just here a couple days ago and we were gonna vlog, but I ended up watching Hunger Games instead. And now we're going in now to play 2-3, no limit, match the big stack, or max buy-in 500. So let's do that. This is 2-3, no limit. Texas 2 card, played at the Ameristar Casino Event Center Hotel in Ameristar in St. Charles, Missouri, and we're playing like 6 or 7 handed. This is during the COVID times. We had a $10 button straddle here, and the small blind takes forever to look at his hand. And then I have the Ace King, which is like one of the top 10 hands you can get. So gonna force the action here a little bit, make it $50 to go out of position. If I take it down here, that's fine, but I'd rather, you know, get some action here. I'd rather get somebody to raise me or call me, and let's see a flop and do some battle. So the straddler calls, which is fine. The small blind calls again, which is fine. We probably would feel most comfortable if we actually hit something, you know, since we're up against 4 random cards, you know, over here and out of position against one of them. Comes 3-7 jack, which is not great for our range, especially. So I'm gonna check it here in position and against one player and out of position against another, but I'm going to check it here and see what happens on the turn. Well, the turn card's good, it's an ace. So now, I really kind of don't have a choice. I just have to bet my hand, and even though it kind of tells everybody that I have ace, king, ace, queen, I don't really have a choice, because I have to start putting money in the pot and getting value from his hand. So I bet 75, the button folds, the small blind comes along, everything is going according to plan now. We get what looks to be a safe river. I suppose there's some chance he has ace-4, there's some chance he has 5-6. Or 2-5, I guess. But we're just not going to worry about those things unless we get raised. We're just going to bet this and then try to get called. So if I are out $150, which is half the pot, and he folds immediately, so I likely made it too big there. But it's possible he wasn't even going to call if I sneezed on the pot. You know, we're not really sure. So I would have liked to see a smaller bet there, try to get, you know, called by something, you know, but he might not have had anything anyway. So let's move on to this next hand, and I must apologize for what you're about to see. I put on Facebook that I played a hand where I lost $500 with ace-5, and the flop was 4-4-9, and you guys wanted to see it on the vlog, so this is for you. I'm not embarrassed to show mistakes, as you all know, and normally I don't need your feedback in the comments, but in this particular hand, if you want to give me some feedback, what you think I should have done, I'll listen. Here the flop comes 9-4-4 and I check. I could have the best hand, so if this player, whose name is Nick, by the way, I don't think he would mind me telling you that his name is Nick. He's made videos before, so he bets $15. I'm going to call here. I could have the best hand, and I'd like to see what happens on the turn. So we're heads up here, and the turn is a 6 of spades, which is not good. I mean, it doesn't improve my hand at all, but it's likely not to have improved his either. So if I had the best hand on the flop, I probably have the best hand now. I'm checking, hoping that he checks behind, but he doesn't. He bets $30. Now, how can I win this pot? I can win this pot 2 ways. I can call and just hope I'm good when we see the river card, or I can raise and then he can fold. That's the option that I choose. And the problem is this, that 6 combined with those 2 4s and a 9 sure doesn't make a very plausible story. Like, there's no straight I can have. I'm really just saying I have pocket 6s or I have a 4, and that is a pretty small range. Nick figures that out and he makes the call. So we're going to a river, which is an ace. Now I make top pair. So what was he calling me on the flop with? You know, that he's would call a river value bet with. Well, if he had 10s on the flop, which is a likely hand, he's probably not going to call a river bet. So this really should be like a check call situation, but instead I decided to bet $140. And now it's on Nick to decide what to do. We're hoping that he calls. Obviously, if he calls, we probably have the best hand. What we're not wanting to see is him raising. Folding would actually be okay. Raising would be bad, and that's what he does. He raises to $300. Now, there is absolutely, positively, 100% nothing I can do now but fold. I cannot put any more money in the pot, even though I'm getting tremendous odds. 733, and I have to call $150 to win it. But is he ever bluffing here? I very much doubt it. This is not a good call by me. It is not. It is not. He's not bluffing with 10s, jacks, queens, or kings. He's not. I must fold. I must fold. There's nothing else I can do. Like, I'm not beating jack squat for shit. It's a mandatory. Well, maybe I can call with that guy's money if he's gonna put it in the pot like that. It's just a fold. Like, there's just no other. There's really nothing to say about this other than it's a fold. I called, obviously, and he rolls over the nut flush, which I cannot beat. I was kind of surprised to have the best hand going into the river, but they don't pay you on the turn. You know, they pay you on the river. So good hand, Nick, and you were the benefactor of me playing like a doo-doo head. This third hand here, I'm going to be playing it from the small blind. We're playing 2-3. It's a weird 2-3 thing. But, you know, instead of playing 2-5. But I'm going to raise here to $55, which is a 3-bet. It's over a raise that somebody made previously. And I have a decent hand. This is also a top 10 hand. 2 black aces. I like this hand. I like this hand quite a bit, actually. So the under the gun +1 player folds, which is standard when you have pocket aces. Everybody just folds. And then the hijack makes the call, and then the cutoff shoves all in for $118. So things are looking swell here at the 2-3 game. I have 3-bet, been called, and then been 4-bet when I have the best possible starting hand that you can be dealt before the flop. So I'm going to put in another raise here. I could just call, but I didn't. I raised. I made it $300 to go, which, you know, is for value. I would like to get raised or called. It's probably not going to happen. Most of the time when you put in that 5-bet pre-flop, you don't get called by very many hands. So maybe calling there would have been better. You could probably argue that, but that's not the route that I took. I decided to raise. It's not a bad spot to get everybody else to fold, be one-on-one with your aces. It's not terrible. It's probably not a huge mistake to have called here and played the pot 3 ways, honestly. But I elected for the more aggressive approach, which is usually what I do, and the other player does get out of the way. Now, all I have to do is beat a guy who had $118 pre-flop, and I have now 2 pair, which obviously is not going to beat the Jack-9 of spades, which the guy played geniusly. I mean, everybody can play their money their own way. He won the pot, so as Grace would say, he played it correctly. Late in the evening, a small human woman, Courtney, nicknamed Coco, convinced the table to play a bomb pot. Everybody agreed, and 3 players would play one of the most epic pots of the night. The flop was innocent enough: a 9, an 8, and a 5, 2 spades. Adam had 8-5 for bottom 2 pair, likely the best hand. Coco had ace-4 spades for the nut flush draw. And Jason Woolsey, in his ugly jacket and affliction shirt, had 8-9 for top 2 pair. Adam bet $30 on the flop with what he had to figure was the best hand. Jason made his first mistake in the hand and called, and then Courtney closed the action with her ace-high flush draw. The turn card was a magical card, the 5 of spades, giving Courtney the nut flush, but giving Adam a full house. He bet $75. Jason makes another mistake and calls, and Courtney pounces like a puma to 215. But then Adam repounces like a repuma to 500. And then Jason, making the best play of the night, folds. Courtney, like a clown, shoves all in for $616 with her flush, and Adam makes the smooth flat with the full house. The river card, an inconsequential card now, comes the deuce of hearts, and the pot is pushed to Adam with his full house, and Courtney makes a sad blue face.
it or broke it.
Yeah. Okay, my plan to win all the money did not work. I don't know if there's enough footage for a vlog here or not. Like I said, it's gonna take some wizardry to find anything because I did not play a lot of hands. I was out of it. She was playing all the hands.
Didn't work out well.
So in the game for 1,400, out of the game for 1,214 the other day. Because I'm obviously gonna have to add some hands in from the other day. The other day I was in the game for, just call it 1,000, out for 800. So in the last 2 sessions, not so bueno for the home team. If you guys like these videos, do me a favor and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment. Other than that, I really don't care. I will see you guys when I see you, probably in 2 weeks. Deuces.
Hey everyone, CT Fuzz 21 here, winner of this month's So Rude charity poker tournament on Stars. Many of you subscribers to the Adam Rude Poker vlog might know me as Corey, part-time color commentator, full-time faster runner than Adam. Again, not saying much. I'm excited to be able to announce this next month's charity for the So Rude charity tournament. And in doing so, I'm going to take a little bit of a spin off the Adam Rude Poker Walk and Talk little segment that we're all used to seeing. So I'm coming to you live from the golf course. And with that, I'm excited to announce the American Cancer Society will be the benefactor of the So Rude charity poker tournament for November. They do such an incredible job in supporting not only the cancer patient themselves, but the caretaker, the family, incredible research, some really great things as it relates to providing free travel, free lodging for those traveling for cancer treatment, for chemotherapy. Many of you may know my story. My wife was diagnosed with a rare form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma September 2019. Due to the incredible care of some incredible doctors down here in Georgia, nurses, staff, and folks like the American Cancer Society, we're able to say with so much confidence and enthusiasm that she's in complete remission. But it's due to organizations like the American Cancer Society that we're able to make those wonderful and bold claims. So look forward to seeing everyone at the table. Thank you for all those who came out this last month, 72 of us, supporting a really great cause and raising money for juvenile diabetes, and look forward to seeing you at the table raising money for American Cancer Society. Take care, everybody.